I'm Mike Bizzelli, and this is Lonnie the Theater Lady, and I'm here to ask you all about the Underpants. Not your
Shame
person.
on you!
Not your Underpants.
Don't put that part on camera, please. You're always such a gentleman.
I'm not asking you about your Underpants. I'm asking you about the Underpants at the Little Lake Theater.
Okay. That opened this past
Your
Thursday.
Underpants open?
No, the play
gonna be
opened.
rough.
It's
Okay.
I miss Brian already. It was a really, really, really fun show.
Okay.
It was a old German classic written around 1910.
Carl Sternheim?
Yes, that's
Okay.
exactly right. But it was adapted by Steve Martin,
Oh,
our
wow,
Steve Martin,
crazy
a lot
guy.
of crazy guy. And for anybody that's a Steve Martin fan, you can see his footprint everywhere in this play. Even, do you remember the old bit, placebo?
Oh, wow.
That was actually in there. He put that in there, that one of the characters was taking a placebo. And that's just like, whoop, that's Steve Martin for you.
Oh, so what is the show about?
This show, that's right, you didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
The show is about a woman who went to see the king in a parade in Dusseldorf in around
in the
1910. No, she was a watcher of the
Watching
parade,
of the
an
parade.
audience of the
Okay.
parade. And she got so excited when the king came by, she jumped up and she was waving and shaking her hand, and her underpants, which at that time were like bloomers, not very revealing anyway, but that was very risque. They fell down. Several different men who were at the parade saw it and became enamored with her because that was such a
Scandal.
sexy, risque thing to happen. So
Someone called
she
Britney
and
Spears.
her husband took in boarders who were actually men that had just fallen for her because of this extremely sexy thing that happened. And what was really funny, the original name, the Underpants, in Germany had to be changed because it was too scandalous. They changed it to the Giant. And I'm not really sure, as I watched the play, I couldn't figure out who or what was the Giant. But anyway, it was really farcical, really silly. And all the men in the play showed their, I'm going to use a German expression there, einen Schweinhund.
Der einen Schweinhund was showing?
Well, it wasn't showing, but that's, well, it was showing, but not visually. That means, literally translated, inner pig dog. And all these men
Oh,
showed
I thought it was something else.
No, showed their inner pig dog because their passion was so great that they really made fools of themselves.
Oh, they were horny.
I guess you could say that.
Horny.
Yeah.
That's the English translation to
Inner pig dog.
Einen
Schweinhund.
Einen Schweinhund.
But anyway, it was, the costumes were fantastic. Carol Lauk did the costumes. It was directed by Art Deacon-Sillis.
Oh,
You know,
Art
he
does a
always
lot of
does a
great
great job.
shows.
Yes, he does.
Like theater.
And the cast was just wonderful. Every single one of them played just exactly the way you should play a farce. Totally over the top. And Dan Bisbee was the husband. He played the husband, which was the other lead. He was
Oh, okay.
he was very
he was
funny.
Theo.
He was over the top funny.
Okay.
Very, puffed up and proud of himself. And
Oh, okay.
help me with some of the other cast members.
Well, there was a
there's-
king. Jay Breckenridge was Klingenhoff.
He was a German scientist. Those were very small parts. The king and the German scientist were very small.
Okay.
Borders.
Really.
And
the two-
upstairs, Gertrude, who was Amy Lynn Bonner, I think.
Oh, that sounds right.
She was fabulous. I saw her after the show.
Hold, please.
Yeah, we have to.
This is the program from the Little Lake. Let's see.
Yeah, Amy Lynn Bonner.
Oh, and my friend Tyson Sears was in the show.
Yeah, he was
That
one
was
of the
that-
boarders. He was very funny.
Oh,
He
good.
was
We'll
very
see.
funny.
Good. Tyson, you were good. Okay, good.
But I spoke with Amy Lynn after the show, and they had a little reception, and I said, "How did you like the show?" And she said, "I loved it." And I said, "Did you know somebody in the show?" And she said, "Yeah, me."
Oh, you didn't recognize her
No,
afterwards?
she had this wonderful costume and wig, and the way she played the role of the upstairs nosy neighbor, she looked so much older than she was in real life.
Oh, what's the German word for Gladys Kravitz?
But
Gertrude Duter, apparently.
yeah,
is
but
the
she did
Gladys
it so
Kravitz
well.
role.
And I love that when you see somebody on stage and you see them afterwards and you don't
know.
recognize them
That's
because
pretty good.
they play the role so well. Yeah, I thought the whole cast was really terrific. It was hilariously funny, and there was no bad language whatsoever, but so much sexual innuendo that was
I was
hilarious.
gonna say no bad language, but yay, sexual innuendo.
Oh yeah, like
I mean, it's called The Underpants, so I guess there's gonna be a little bit of.
yeah, but it's not like
Innuendo.
the thong. You
The
know,
thong.
it's just
I'm gonna write, that's my new play, The Thong.
But if you just want to have a nice, fun evening of
With a
just
cheese plate
silliness,
and intermission. And okay, everybody, take your friends, take your family to the Underpants. Take your friends out to Little Lake Theater
to
see
see the play titled
The Underpants.
There you go. And as he walked and just kind of slithered, fell down to the ground.
I don't know what that
But
feels like.
yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I'll give you 5, and then I'll give you 10. All right.
We'll ignore you. Go, start.
Okay, so